Okay, I'm back. These are all the colors of green in the set of 40 markers. And you know something? If I thought that I was going to do this for any period of time, I'd go ahead and get the 40. But listen to me when I tell you, don't use every color on every design. Just be selective. Now, I told you that one of the greens, the circuit yellow, is like a very light green. So what I've showed you two ways to shade yellow. This is more of the olive natural colors of yellow. So in order, I would use circuit yellow, palm leaf, kiwi, and emerald. That's that color getting darker and darker. Start with the lightest, go with the next lightest. Now, if I were going to go with a more bluish green, teal green, not that I wouldn't, but anyway, circuit yellow, electric lime green, and that's the only green that comes in the set of 8, 10, and 12, that one green. Look at that. I think that I paid $5 for the set of 12 and $15 for the set of 40. Oh my gosh, is that much of a choice? But I'm going to talk to you about this. These are Crayola brand magic markers. Don't expect to come up with, well, I'm not going to limit anybody, because every time I do that, I come up eating my words. I'm hurried and I don't spend a lot of time with it. And I also have some very, very expensive Copic markers that each marker is like $15. Each single marker. Those do wonders. And that, if I'm going to try to do anything serious, I would use this. But let me make a comment about process over product. The process for each is the same. This, maybe I have not said it yet, but let me say it now. Design is a thinking process. That's why I like design, because you get some idea about what the designer's thought pattern is. Where if you're painting it something realistic, it looks like a camera did it. Not much thought process in a camera. So I like design for that reason. But I'm going to do something. I'm going to go with these colors because there's just 4 of them. And I'm going to do, I don't even know what I'm going to do, which is very typical of me. But I'm going to start out with let's see, what is that? Circuit yellow. I can't really see very well anymore. Okay, there's that. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to divide that, so I'm going to stay within one frame of colors here. This is what you would call let's see, not monotone, it's something like that. I can't even think. Okay, now, can you see what I've done so far? I just made these marks that way or that way. I never know which way is going to come up right. Okay, now then. I added some little triangles up there. I'm trying to pull my eye around. And I'm going to all right, now, your eye should fairly well travel all around. I might could put a little little triangle right there to take your eye. What you want is your eye to travel around, pick up one shape, come around, go travel through. That is called composition. Learn it with a $15 package of marker, and when you perfect your design, go on and put it with paint, or just apply the learning process. The learning process. I can't overvalue the importance of the learning process. So this one is the next color, palm leaf. You can't go by the cap colors, I can tell you that right now. I just learned that. Let me see what this one is. That is on the next set. This is kiwi. So let's see what we got here. All right. Now then, if I'm doing a leaf, the top of the leaf, and I'm going to say that this is the top and more outward part of the leaf is going to be lighter, and the lower and the or the inside part of the leaf, if you're veined like this, it's going to be darker because it's blocked from the sunshine. So what I've done so far, okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to need to go that one right there. All right, you can squint your eyes and see, does your eye move around the page? It has a hole in the center. Do you see that hole? I'm probably going to come back through here and stripe this little section right here to bring that in here. But until I get a color, as long as that's just yellow, I can make alterations to this. After you put a color in, don't go back to a lighter color, because what will happen is you'll get a muddy color. Well, I just did the exact what I set out to do. So what I'm going to do now, this is the kiwi. So I'm having to, because I sat right there and missed it. So what I'm going to do is I'm turning my design up. In fact, let me tell you something. The way to check if your composition is right, put it up in a mirror. The mirror does not lie. If your design should work as far as composition goes, whichever direction you put it. And just keep that in mind. Okay, that's what I have so far. Now let's see what we got. We could still go inside there and do something else. But the next color here is emerald, which is a dark, dark green. I'm not using the green that comes with the kit in this, with the 8 and the 10. I'm going on to emerald green, which is much darker than the other. Let me see. I think I'm going to go ahead and darken these. I'm going to, so that'll actually, because I'm moving on, I'm going over the kiwi. Let's see, what the darker the kiwi with this emerald, and so that's going to take me down to just 3 colors. It's going to eliminate one of the colors, because I've already said that I want you to work on not using every color in the rainbow. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Squint your eyes. That also needs to be a dark line around it. All right, now then, what I'm going to do now, I think what I'm going to do is go back and okay, I had this card here so I can check to see. That's palm leaf right there. So kiwi is the color I've kind of eliminated. So what I'm going to do, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take this here. And I'm going to color here. Let me say something. Crayola brand magic markers are cheap, but they don't last long. So don't worry about buying more than one set of markers because the colors you use the most will run out immediately, just quickly. That's not true in Copic markers. So in a way, after you commit to the fact that you're going to do this for any length of time, you're well served to go ahead and get the Copic markers. But this is we're learning composition, and we're learning the process of design right now. And that it doesn't need to be a $15 a marker thing to learn that. Okay, so what do we have now? We have all these things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to teal. I use teal in a lot of my paintings. In fact, I'll show you some of my paintings. I'll make a blog post and show you some of my paintings. Okay, so now I'm going to teal, which is a very dark bluish green. Okay, after I do all the teal, I'm going to come back in with black. So I'm going to go ahead and, instead of running out this tape, I'm going to stop it and then show you my finished product.